When we talk about ancient civilizations in the Americas, we often think of the mighty Inca, the grand Aztecs, or the mysterious Maya. But what if I told you there was another civilization? One that thrived right here in what is now the United States, yet almost no one remembers their name. This is the story of the Mississippians, the lost empire of North America. Roughly 1,200 years ago, along the winding Mississippi River, a new culture began to rise. They tamed the wild lands of central Georgia and transformed them into thriving settlements. Over time, their influence spread into Missouri, Ohio, Oklahoma, forming a vast, interconnected network of cities. These were not scattered tribes. These were builders, planners, visionaries. One of their greatest cities was built on the Macon Plateau, near today's Macon, Georgia. No written records remain, but the earth remembers. From the artifacts they left behind, we've uncovered a vivid picture of their world, their homes, their rituals, their daily life. They built ceremonial plazas, religious temples, and they did it all, without iron, without wheels, without beasts of burden, only with human hands and determination. But the most iconic legacy of the Mississippians? Their mounds, towering earthen platforms, some built for worship, some for burials, others for gathering, or for power. One of them, the Great Temple Mound, measured over 1,000 feet at its base. Yes, bigger than the base of the Great Pyramid of Egypt. And how did they build it? With baskets. Just baskets, carrying earth, one load at a time. This was no ordinary society. It was complex, organized. They lived under a system of chiefdoms, each city ruled by a local chief, all reporting to a powerful paramount leader, often seen as both a king and a spiritual guide. Their religion and politics were intertwined. Temples stood tall on sacred mounds, ceremonies echoed in the plazas, and decisions that shaped lives were made by councils under sacred roofs. They hunted rabbits and deer, fished in rivers, but above all, they were farmers. Their lifeline was maize, along with squash, beans, and pumpkins. Artisans carved shell jewelry. Women shaped clay into beautiful pots, some practical, some ceremonial. And their children? They played. Games like chunky, rolling a stone disc while throwing spears to land closest. Even a game much like lacrosse, where rival towns settled scores on the field. But no empire lasts forever. By the 1300s, their great cities began to fade. Some were abandoned, others were absorbed by neighboring tribes. And then came the Europeans. Between 1539 and 1543, Spanish explorer Hernando de Soto met the Mississippians. His arrival changed everything. New diseases, new threats, old ways crumbled. By the mid-1500s, the Mississippian civilization was no more. Today, their cities lie silent, but the earth still whispers their story. Mounds rise like ancient echoes. Artifacts rest in museums, and descendants of their culture continue to honor their past. Before Columbus, before colonies, before the borders we know today, there was the Mississippian civilization, forgotten by history books, but remembered by the land itself.